What news do you bring? Well done. While you were gone, another task has presented itself. A task more suited to your talents. I learned that the Orkthane's troops are establishing a camp in the woods to the south. They need to be discouraged. Fildgor's spymaster Remorgel leads the effort. I want him stopped, and I want whatever orders he carries. I'll send my scout to help you. After you deal with the spymaster, my scout has information on a second target I want you to take care of. Spies in the trees, assassins in the shadows. If it weren't for your heroism and Tonville's sacrifice, Stone Falls would have been destroyed by that monster.
It's always good to see you, brave one. War approaches like a storm on the wind, and the prince needs our help. Why should I trust him or his champion? Perhaps some discourse will show me the measure of Ernskar's advocate. Does war make a person stronger? An obvious answer. Another question. Which serves best in time of war? A strong will or a strong body? A thoughtful response. I do worry that Prince Ernskar's insular thinking is dangerous and goes against the edicts that formed the pact. An interesting outlook. Learn by losing. I think the storm-faced commander, Hall Bitterblade, might learn by losing something as well. His head, for example. At least his troops would learn a lesson to fear the Ebonheart Pact. It's always good to see you, brave one.
What do you want now? Running errands for the princeling, are you? And I'm not your first. My aides tell me you went to see the lizard before coming to me. I suppose Ernskar wants to affirm his commitment to the pact. Wants to drink vile mead and discuss strategy. Talk means nothing. A blood contract, on the other hand, is binding. Use my dagger, Viper's Strike, on any Stormfists you slay. The blood it absorbs powers its enchantment. Bring it back when the dagger is fully charged. To charge its enchantment, yes. If that makes you or the princeling squeamish, however, I perfectly understand. Don't you have a dagger to bloody? Now move along.
I'm quite busy, can't you see?
Let's move. Let's move.
There's an urgent task for you.
This is unbearable.
Don't you have a dagger to...
That was a good fight. The captain wants us to eliminate Shaman Moramat. She is powerful and she's responsible for many pack deaths. The captain also wants whatever orders Moramat carries. Removing the shaman would be good for morale, especially mine. Reports indicate that she's just east of here, setting up another camp. I think the Orc Thane is really trying to box us in. Let's move. Our job is done. It was a pleasure working with you.
The false king and his fallen allies can throw challenges at me as often as...
Were the Orc Thane's agents dealt with? Let me see their orders. Yes, very interesting. This is excellent work. Excellent. The king, his son, and the other pact leaders can safely focus on dealing with Orc Thane Fildgor now, thanks to you. Good security is in the details, my friend. Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Brave and mysterious champion returns. And I see that you brought me his head. Bitterblade was a worthy foe, and your efforts on behalf of Prince Ernskar have improved my opinion of him considerably. I shall confer with the prince and offer my counsel as needed. The promise of battle holds no fear for me.
Alert the heralds! Ernskar's errand runner has returned. So you have. I'd applaud, but killing a few Stormfists isn't really that significant of an accomplishment. However, your efforts on behalf of the Princeling prove that he does wish to make amends for his idiotic behavior at Fort Armel. Yes, true. But that's not as much fun. Oh, very well. I shall work with Prince Ernskar. He shall benefit from my considerable knowledge and expertise. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. I'm very busy, and I don't have time to play 7 questions.
Comrade, a word.
Well met, my friend. I received word that General Yvette Noramil and Eyes of Steel will meet with me. I'll show them the respect they deserve and work to strengthen our alliance. Once again, your aid advances our cause. You have my gratitude. I need to discuss strategy with the Thanes and Pact leaders. The Argonian and Dark Elf leaders are ready to meet. It's time to gather a council of war. Do you think you could convince the Thanes to attend as well? They're an independent lot, but their advice would be welcome. Start with Thane Harvold. He's a close friend of my father's. If any of the Thanes can be counted on, it's Harvold. We'll meet in front of the healer's tent. I'm sure my father will feel well enough to join us. I hope my father can attend the council meeting. We'll meet in front of the healer's tent. I'm sure my father will feel well enough to join us.
I'm a little busy at the moment. Come back later. Would he now? And I suppose I should just jump at his command? Why should I do that? He's demonstrated nothing but hard-headedness and brashness since before his father was poisoned. I suppose for the sake of my friendship with Yoren, I should give the prince a second chance. I'll meet with him. Have you talked to the other Thanes yet? Then I suggest you seek out Oda Wolfsister next. She's a fine woman, if a bit odd. Very fond of wolves. Good luck finding her, though. She's usually wandering around in the woods, communing with her beloved wolves. Not that you asked, but if you want my advice, talk to Oda's housecarl. Jaima tries to keep track of her Thane, which isn't an easy task. Last I saw, she was up at the front gates looking for her master. Now go. I'm a little busy at the moment.
Why go on? The guild requests your help.
It's good to have this time to prepare. If only I could say the same before every battle.
My, you're a hardy one! And do you see her? She's not here. She's out there somewhere communing with her beloved wolves. How can I protect her when she runs off into the woods without so much as a by your leave? She's a maddening woman. Ugh, maddening. Last I saw, she was east of the camp, communing with wolves. But she does have a connection to the creatures. I've never seen one so much as growl at her. Of course, you won't be so lucky. But if you kill any wolves, she won't be happy with you. Try eating a canis cap mushroom. It's supposed to mask your scent or something. Wolves won't attack you. Or so I hear. I just stay away from wolves. Or you can kill wolves until you find Thane Oda. But that won't end well if you want her help. Canis cap mushrooms tend to grow on logs. I think I saw some on the big log right outside this gate. My, you're a hardy one! I love coming out here and basking in all this nature. Have we met? Wait, what's that smell? You! You dare approach me covered in the blood of my kin! I said I would think about it. In the meantime, let me rub this salve on you. It has a scent that is pleasing to my wolf kin, so they will not attack you. It only lasts a short while, so I suggest you head back to camp. I love coming out here and...
Mead or milk? Are you a Nord or a Nat? Ha! My reputation precedes me. I may be half drunk most of the time, but my mind's still sharp. Prince Ernskar wants to meet with some of the Thanes and the Pact delegates, am I right? Of course I am, but spare me your assurances. The Prince is a skeever. You know what will convince me to attend a boring war council? Mead. Specifically, some of Volyar's meadery's best vintages. Some crates recently arrived in camp. I know who doesn't have it. Me! A crate was given to the Dark Elves, but they loathe the stuff. Ask their quartermaster. Bet they'll give it away. Or just look for bottles lying around. I don't care where it comes from, as long as it's mead. Mead or milk? Are you a Nord or a Nat? Any luck acquiring some of that Volya mead? Ah, this is the stuff. Drink with me! To the Skull King's health. I mean, the Skull King. A Skull King would not be a good thing. That's the Nord spirit. Sort of. Next time, though, try it like this. I suppose one drink isn't enough. I need some fortification if I'm going to attend a council. I'll head over after I drink this bottle.
Over here, Initiate.
Good.
Greetings. I have a message for
You
you.
might turn into a soldier yet.
Mead or milk?
Fildgor's at Skuldafn, with the crown of Freydis and the body of Queen Nirnhild. For what purpose?
The Orc Thane plans to use them at the Dragon Shrine, to usurp my father's throne.
A necromantic ritual, perhaps?
The crown is a powerful artifact. I shudder to think what the Orc Thane can accomplish with it.
I don't like the idea of that bastard using our fabled crown. And I hate that he has our beloved queen's body.
Father, you honor us. I'm glad to see you up and around.
My brother seeks to pull my sister's soul from Sovngarde. The crown of Freydis will see the soul, not the man.
It's good to see you well, Yoren. We've been discussing how to approach Skuldafn.
Yes, yes. We discuss and we strategize while Fildgor digs in and strengthens his defenses.
So, have we come to any conclusions?
The Stormfists have fortified the primary path to the Dragon Shrine. A frontal assault would take time that we may not have.
Time is a luxury we don't possess. If Fildgor completes this ritual, all is lost.
That's why you wanted to see those scouting reports. You think there's another way into Skuldafn.
There is always another way. Champion, may we speak?
The time has come to crush Fildgor and the Stormfist Brigade, once and for all.
Well met, my courageous friend. The time of our victory is at hand. Yes, thank you for all you've done, but your skills are needed again. Our troops will begin the assault on Skuldafn, but we need a faster approach to reach Fildgor. Yes, we have several of our best scouts searching the area. Thane Mira found something in the hills north of here. Those dragon shrines are rife with passages and secret entrances. Good. Make sure the way is clear for our assault. Speak to General Noramil. He's been coordinating our effort to scout the area for another way in. The Ebonheart Pact stands together to defeat the Orkthane.
Send for me, if you need me, sire.
Over here, champion.
Well met, my courageous friend.
The time has come to crush Fildgor and the Stormfist Brigade, once and for all. Ah, yes, the scouting reports. He wants you to sneak into Skuldafn while we distract the bulk of the Orkthane's army. Skuldafn is special to the Nords. Yoren always planned to hold the moot there, but then Fildgor moved in. We think Fildgor wants to use the Dragon Shrine to steal Queen Nirnhild's soul, and force the Crown of Freydis to recognize him as the true ruler of Skyrim. Meet Scout Snowhunter to the north and east. He'll show you how to reach Skuldafn. The time has come to crush Fildgor and the Stormfist Brigade, once and for all.
Well...
You came from Yoren's stand? Did the General send you? Excellent. We're holding things down as best we can here, but we need to move quickly. I fear the usurper is close to achieving his goal. I'm glad you're here. We were worried we'd missed our opportunity. The other scouts report that Fildgor's flank is undefended. Go talk to Thane Mera. She led a small team up through this pass and into Skuldafn. We need to find a way to get the rest of the soldiers through the pass without drawing the attention of the Stormfists. Skuldafn is extremely defensible. It won't be easy to get our army up there. Still, Fildgor the Exile won't wait for us to get into position. He has his own timetable to keep, I'm sure. Good luck up there. Hurry! Head into the tunnel and find our leader. She'll explain the plan to you.
Stay low. The Stormfists don't know we're here yet, and I want to keep it that way. We're waiting for King Yoren and his troops to arrive, but Fildgor has his own agenda. He's moving fast, and I don't think the army is going to show up in time. But I've got a few ideas on how to slow him down. Fire. Nothing causes more chaos than a raging fire. Scares even the most dim-witted, hard-headed Nords. The carts the Stormfist brought are full of weapons, food, and other gear. Set them ablaze and start a panic. That should slow them down a bit. Light the signal fire. That's the sign the King's troops are waiting for before they make their final push up the mountain. That said, I still don't think they'll make it in time. You need to reach Vildgor and slow him down. Good luck. The Stormfist have 3 supply wagons with them. Set them on fire and we'll send the entire camp into panic. Then light the signal fire and find Vildgor. If he finishes whatever foul ritual he's performing, it will mean the end of the kingdom.
What do you want?
I'm hurt!
I need aid! I can sense Yoren's troops coming up the mountain, but they will be too late. I am sorry, but this all falls to you. You are the only one who can reach Vilgor in time. Vilgor has forced his way into Sovngarde. He is close to accomplishing his goal. Soon he shall steal my essence and convince the crown of Freydis to accept him. Please, you must stop him. Vilgor opened a bridge between this world and Sovngarde. His royal blood grants him access to the hallowed halls of our ancestors, no matter what foul atrocities he has performed. Even now, he works his dark magic there, siphoning off my soul. The Watcher at the bridge guards the entrance. I will speak on your behalf, and you shall be able to enter Sovngarde as my champion. When you reach the peak, step into the column of light. The rest is up to you. Hurry, champion. I can feel my essence slipping away.
You've been a thorn in my side for too long. Come then, interloper. Come and die. I will not be denied. Spirits of Sovngarde, answer the call of the rightful king of Skyrim. Will not be denied. Spirits of Sovngarde, answer the call of the rightful king of Skyrim. No, it can't end like this. I can't be defeated. Not again. You beat me. I lose to my cursed brother. Again. Perhaps he is the better ruler. Regardless, in front of my ancestors and my sister, I am undone. Do what you will with me. What choice do I have? Even with Sovngarde's power to aid me, I lost. The crown of Freydis rejects me. The thorn in my side became my undoing. You've won. What will you do with me now?
I felt Thildgor's life expire. It left ripples throughout this realm. You killed him, didn't you? Perhaps my time among the dead has hardened my heart, but I don't mourn my brother. Yoren is a good king, but he would have been soft on Thildgor. You did him a favor. Now, you must leave this place. Go, speak to Yoren, and tell him what transpired. Your concern is appreciated. But in case you have forgotten, I am dead. You have already done more for me than I ever expected. I return to Sovngarde now. I will welcome my brother when he joins me. With luck, I shall see you there one day as well. It is time for you to go. Leave my body here, where it cannot be bothered again. You have done more than I could have hoped for. Thank you.
This is the end of the bridge. Beyond lies Sovngarde, the realm of the honored dead. It is not a place for the living. Turn back. This is the end.
The Stormfists were panicked by the raging fires. We cut through the ranks as quickly as we could, but I'm afraid we were too late. Tell me, my sister. Nirnhild is safe, and my brother dead. I am all that remains of our family. My brother was honorable, if misguided. Despite his crimes, he will receive a royal burial. I will mourn later. Now there is business to attend to. Esteemed allies, I stand before my ancestors at this holy dragon shrine to seal our pact for the greater good.
I stand on this mountain to proclaim how far the Argonians have come from the swamps of Black Marsh. In the name of my people, I add my voice to form this Ebonheart Pact.
I represent the Dunmer and the Tribunal. I stand on this frigid rock to affirm our place in the Ebonheart Pact. I fervently hope we can move this along, because it's freezing up here.
The Nords offer the crown of Freydis. This symbol of power and wisdom provides the pact with the strength and authority of our Nord ancestors.
The Dunmer offer the Judgment of Veloth, an artifact of ancient magic. This provides the pact with our skills and the blessing of the Tribunal.
The Argonians offer the Nemic Egg, sacred symbol of birth and life, thus granting our wisdom and the memories of the Hist to the Pact. With these offerings, the Pact is sealed. Let our nations become one.
Further, the Dunmer call for a single leader to hold this pact together. We believe Skald King Yoren is the one to lead us.
Let our enemies tremble at our combined might. I accept the role of High King of the Ebonheart Pact. We have much to discuss here. Please, champion, return to Joran's stand and tell my son what has transpired here.
The Pact is sealed. Long live the Ebonheart Pact.
Yes, yes, hooray for the pact. Can we go back to where it's warm now? I'm freezing out here.
At the peak of Skuldafn, upon his holy dragon shrine, the Ebonheart Pact is sealed. Go find my son. Let him know that my brother is dead, and that we are victorious.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Welcome back, champion. What news do you bring from the peaks of lonely Skuldafn? Filgo's dead. Then the villain has paid for his crimes. You've been by my father's side and have persevered when others would have faltered. From now on, you shall be known as the High King's Arrow, for you lead the way and always strike true.
King's Arrow. I have some news you might find interesting.
Your work here is done, Arrow, but know that you will always have a place of honor in the Skald King's court.
I'm glad to see that business at Skuldafn's dealt with, but a soldier's duty is never done. The Rift needs your help. We've had an urgent message from Shorestone. They're under attack by Reachmen. Their numbers and ferocity are beyond anything the defenders have seen before. Reinforcements are on the way, but the King's Arrow would be a boon to the defenders. Vigrad Wraithbane, leader of the Companions, directs the defense of Shorestone. He needs you. Fly true and strike hard, King's Arrow.
Your work here is done, Arrow, but know that you will always have a place of honor.
I must finish this.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Good security is in the details, my friend. Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
There's an urgent task for you.
Mead or milk?
I'm happy that the mine is back under our control, but I can't shake this bad feeling I have. I overheard Magister Ozan say she sent word to the Orc Thane about an unusual discovery. After I told Treaty what I heard, she decided to scout the area. We don't want any more surprises. I hope not, but who can say? Could you watch for any of Filgor's soldiers? A courier, maybe? We don't want word about that mysterious metal reaching the wrong ears. I knew we could count on you. Just keep your wits about you. The Stormfists possess an unusual amount of cunning for a gang of common thugs.
Thanks for helping us. Filgor's lackeys won't catch us off guard again.
I hope the trolls stay in the West Dig. We have enough problems as it is.
I've hid weapons around the mine, just in case Filgor's goons come back. We won't get caught with our pants down again. I don't mind hard work, but I hate when someone holds a knife to my sister's throat.
You found the messenger. Was she carrying Osan's letter? What did you find when you took down the messenger? I'll take that and burn it. We've had enough trouble with Vildgor and his followers to last a lifetime. Thanks for intercepting this. I think we'll be fine. Maybe we'll be a little more diligent about guard duty. We don't want to get caught unawares again. Thanks for all your help. I'll make sure this letter is destroyed.
You're the one that saved Yoran the Skald King in Windhelm. Hail, hero! Beware, stranger. The dead walk the crest. The dead aren't supposed to walk around, and they certainly aren't supposed to attack innocent loggers. The dead emerged from bone-strewn barrow. I was working when it started. I buried my axe and 3 of them, but they kept on coming. My family's still out there, and the countryside is crawling with those damn creatures. Can you check on my family? We have 3 logging cabins scattered around the bone-strewn crest. Look for my brother, my cousin, and my wife. I can sneak around, but I can't fight Draugr in this state. Please, make sure my family is all right. My wife Jakilth and I share the cabin farthest to the north. My brother Kurthor, we don't talk much. He keeps to himself in the cabin near the Way Shrine. And my cousin Agnadir lives in the cabin near the springs. Sure, I guess. I'd prefer it if you went and helped them, though. But ask your way. My wife Jakilth is a strong woman. She can handle herself. But I'm afraid that the Draugr might be too much for her. My brother Kurthor is strong and hard-headed. We don't always get along. But I wouldn't wish these shambling monsters on my worst enemy. My cousin Agnadir is so young and so beautiful. We agreed to allow her to apprentice with us for this season. If something happens to her, what am I going to tell her mother? My wife Jakilth and I share the cabin farthest to the north. My brother Kurthor, we don't talk much. He keeps to himself in the cabin near the Way Shrine. And my cousin Agnadir lives in the cabin near the springs.
You're walking, but you're not dead. You picked the wrong day to visit our camp, stranger. My husband, Selgard? Is he all right? Why isn't he with you? What of the others? Did you find my brother-in-law? My young cousin? I pray that the others are safe. Tell Selgard I'm alive and still fighting. Don't worry about me. Save your concern for the next dead thing that walks through that door. Tell Selgard his wife waits for him. I will protect our home until he returns.
My wife Jakilth and I share the cabin farthest to the north. Sure. Did you find them? Is my family all right? Shore's bones! Why did I offer shelter to those travelers? I should have known better. They seemed friendly enough, and we never turn away those in need. But they asked the oddest questions about the bone-strewn barrow. They were much too interested in that old crypt. They wanted to know how old it was, how big it was, if it was dangerous. People visit the barrow from time to time. I didn't think anything of it until... I helped one of them steady his pack. Owen was his name, if I recall. A helmet spilled out. A Covenant helmet. I should have done something then. Their leader, Valsent, he saw what happened. He thanked me and said it was time for them to depart. They headed out without another word. I knew something was wrong, but I was just happy to see them leave. They said they were going to Windhelm, but I watched them go. They headed toward the barrow. I don't know, but it wasn't long after they entered the barrow that the Draugr shambled onto Bone-strewn Crest. Go see what those Covenant milk drinkers are up to. Maybe then my brother and cousin can rest in peace. Now, I need to see my wife. I should have done something as soon as I saw that helmet. Now my family has paid the price.
not stop Volsent.
Thank the gods! Please, you have to let me out of here. Please, get me out of here. I'm Owen Pavel. I'm part of an expedition that was sent to explore this barrow. My team was cataloging the ruins when the Draugr attacked. What? No! How can you say that? All right, I'll confess. This is all wrong. I joined the Lion Guard for a little adventure, but this isn't what I had in mind. Volsent's mad. He intends to raise an undead army. He has no orders. He's totally gone rogue. Pull the switch to my left. It will unlock the cage and open the door to the ceremonial chamber. That's where Volsent is doing God knows what. But please, don't pull the switch to my right. Nothing good. Please don't touch the right switch. Fine. Have it your way. It activates some sort of mechanism. This cage is some kind of sacrificial device. I beg you, whatever you do, leave the right switch alone. Thank you for setting me free. I'll never forget this.
Stop me. Let Eastmarch tremble before my army of undead.
Selgard made it home right after you left. Thank you for entering the barrow in his stead.
I returned to Jakild after you went to the barrow. We've been hiding in here. Did you find those Covenant milk drinkers? Did you stop them? Then the Draugr should slowly return to their graves. In the meantime, we'll stay in here until they go away. I curse the Covenant for what it's done. Thank you for helping us. Jakild and I are lucky you came along when you did, friend. Once the Draugr settle down, we'll get back to work on Bone-strewn Crest.
Thank you for helping us. I don't know what I'm going to tell Agnedir's sister.
Now, kill!
You don't look like one of Fildgor's mangy bunch. The big one spotted your approach. Be warned. Cradle Crush isn't the idyllic place it once was. You don't know? The big folk prepare to march to war. I sense that you and the big folk share a common foe. I'd say you arrived just in time. I like that in a champion. The Stormfists captured the giant's mammoth. They plan to use them against Fort Amel. If you oppose the Stormfists, then you are an ally of the big folk. Take this horn and blow it at the nearby cave. It will summon a giant to your side. Stormfist scouts hide in the trees. They ambush us when we least expect it. The giant can help you knock the cowards from their perches, then kill them and collect any orders they carry. If you find something, meet me at the camp to the west. I may have answers. Ask away. I don't speak to giants. I know them. I'm a friend of the giants. Let's leave it at that until we get to know each other a little better. The same reason anyone fights with giants. They're stupid. Fildgor Orcthane leads the Stormfist to war against his brother, the Scald King. Along the way, they revel in malice and destruction. That's just one of the consequences of war. I don't speak to giants. I know. Stormfist scouts hide in the trees. They ambush us when we least expect it. The giant can help you knock the cowards from their perches, then kill them and collect any orders they carry. If you find something, meet me at the camp to the west. I see victory in your eyes. What did you find on the Stormfist scouts? Excellent. We couldn't have gathered this information without you. Now, with your continued help, we can take back Cradlecrush and drive off the Stormfist invaders. The notes you discovered suggest two weaknesses in the fort's defenses: the gates and the captive mammoths. Once you get inside, you must free the mammoths to cause havoc and unlock the gates to let us in. Warlord Lob and his lieutenants have made the arena at the heart of Cradlecrush their headquarters. Use the horn there to sound our attack and strike fear into the invaders' hearts. The giant near the natural wall, just behind me to the west, is ready to help you. Just give him a poke, and he'll do the rest. We'll launch our attack once you're inside and we hear the signal. My, aren't we an inquisitive one? I'm not used to so many questions, but I have been spending a lot of time around giants lately, and they're not really big on conversation. Leave that to my giant friend. He knows just how to get you inside the fort. One of the documents you recovered indicated that the mammoths are difficult to control. If you free a few of them, that should distract some of the Stormfist soldiers while we assault the walls. Never bow to authority, especially when they want to cut off your head. Now go find that giant. The giant near the... The fortress has a north gate and a south gate. One of the notes you took off the scouts says the two locks secure each gate. Flip the switches atop the towers to unlock the gates. The giants will rush in and will split their forces.
destroyed!
Charge! Advance!
kill!
You did well. Better than I or my master expected. Now, only one task remains. The warlord who leads these brigands, Lob the Cleaver. He's inside, along with the deadly orcs that are always at his side. They're a nasty piece of work, the lot of them. Enter the arena and sound the horn. That will tell the giants it's time. It was easy enough to slip inside, thanks to all the chaos you caused. I decided to wait for you here. Almost certainly not. In addition to the Stormfist Legion that Fildgor Orcthane put into his command, Lorb travels with a dozen of the fiercest, most savage orcs you will ever have the pleasure of fighting. They're really quite impressive. Don't you know where you are? This is a sacred place to the orcs, the ritual arena of Malakath. When you blow the horn, you'll signal the giants and challenge Lob at the same time. He'll have no choice but to follow the rules of the arena. Lob and his champions must fight you in the prescribed order. They can't attack you all at once. They have to play by the rules and challenge you in waves. You'll be able to handle that. I have faith in you. You don't get to know everything, mortal. Does that frustrate you? Just know that some grudges are ancient, and some answers are beyond your understanding. You would abandon this cause that you have worked so hard to advance? If that's what you wish, go. I won't stop you. But I think you'll be back. We all have a desire to see what happens next. I think not. Such a path fits neither my role nor my disposition. I am a friend, not a foe. Besides, this is your mission. I wouldn't want to steal your glory. Blow the horn and the big folk will come. They'll help you. You did well. Better than I or my master expected. Now, the warlord...
So, you must be the one causing so much trouble for my troops. Well, that ends here. To me, my honor guard! You don't look like you'll last very long in here. Bormal, Dumal, rip the intruder apart!
Watch out! The giants are hurling boulders into the arena.
You think you're really something, don't you? Let's see you defeat 3 elite orcs.
Charge!
son of a troll! If you want something done right, you just have to do it yourself.
Locke's dead! Let's get out of here!
Welcome back, friend. You survived the challenge and helped the giants take back the stronghold. I couldn't have asked for a better resolution to this situation. Well done. I know. I felt his life force depart when you struck him down. Go in peace, giant friend. You have our thanks.
I'm ruined. I agreed to guard this fool of a forester, but I never signed on to fight an army of trolls. I think we should head back to Windhelm and consider this camp to be a lost cause. I can't believe this is happening to me. The better question is, what isn't the problem? I've got missing equipment, trolls, a spriggan infestation, woodcutters who refuse to work. It's a disaster. I'm sorry. I'm a bit upset. My lumber camp is ruined. Ruined! Really? When we tried to enter the camp, we were besieged by trolls. My trusty clerk Agenir volunteered to sneak in and find my logging chief Jefelma. He hasn't returned, and I'm worried about him. If you could help, I'll pay you for your trouble. Jefelma comes from this part of the forest. Knows it like the back of her hand. I figured she'd be able to deal with the ghost stories. But trolls? How does anyone deal with a herd of trolls? There's so many of them. Jefelma's report stopped arriving several days ago. So I left my office in Windhelm and came out to investigate. A few woodcutters we did find said that the trolls began arriving in dribs and drabs, followed by the Spriggans. Egenir went to check on the logging cabin. He's a wood elf, so I figured he'd be able to deal with strange forest activity. But he hasn't come back yet, and now I'm concerned about him. Jefelma's report stopped arriving several days ago, so I left my office in Windhelm and came out to investigate. A few woodcutters we did find said that the trolls began arriving in dribs and drabs, followed by this. I agreed to guard this fool of a forester, but I never signed on to fight an army of trolls.
Trouble in the woods? Send the wood elf. He can deal with it. Bah! Why do people think all Bosma have an affinity for nature? That's like saying all Nords love mead. Oh, wait a moment. Well, here I am. A troll tried to eat me, and a Spriggan chased after me. By Ifrit, those things give me the creeps. I was looking for Jefelma, but instead I found a couple of woodcutters hiding in here, so I decided to join them. One of the woodcutters saw her helping a logger near the other cabin. I was thinking of going to look for her, but then I thought about those creepy walking bushes and decided to stay right here. I'm a clerk. I didn't volunteer for this. Of course he did. And did he tell you that my special Bosma senses could figure out what's going on out here? Well, he lied about that too. The Nords claim there are forest spirits. Maybe one of the woodcutters chopped down the wrong tree. The logging chief's cabin is at the other end of the camp. Just make sure you watch out for the trolls and the Spriggans.
can't believe a Spriggan got the drop on me. I'm going to turn that thing into kindling. Don't tell me Lord Fancypants actually left his cozy office in Windhelm. He hasn't been in a real forest in years. At least he made the trip. That's more than most bosses would do. Well, I think we offended the forest spirits. I know it sounds strange, but the forests of Skyrim are ancient and magical, and not everything likes to be disturbed. I think Thorvald bought land that had a prior claim attached to it. I think that this part of the forest belongs to a Spriggan matron. At least she's certainly treating the place like it's hers. She sent the forest trolls and lesser Spriggans to harass us and drive us off. I can't believe a Spriggan got the drop on me. I'm going to turn that thing into kin.
Really?
I can't believe us. Don't tell me, Lord. Well, I think we offended the forest spirit. Laugh if you will, but these forests hold many secrets. Thorvald probably got this land for a steal. Certainly our presence here seems to have offended something. I'll try to lead my workers out of here, but that Spriggan needs to die. I think that this part of the forest belongs to a Spriggan matron. At least she's certainly treating the place like it's hers. She sent the forest trolls and lesser... You can find the Spriggan matron near the pool, just south of here. Be careful. Elder Spriggans are ruthless and dangerous. But if you can handle it, the Elder Spriggan really needs to die. It's the only way we'll all get out of this forest. Laugh if you will, but these forests hold many... I think that this part of the forest... You can find the Spriggan matron... I can't believe a Spriggan got the drop on me.
Every day that this place is shut down is a day I'm losing gold. So, what happened out there? Do you bring me... Really? That's outrageous. But that does explain what that old Nord I bought the place from was trying to tell me. Anyway, we'll leave the camp vacant for now. Eventually the trolls will leave. Take this for helping us, and thank you. As soon as the trolls wander off, we can get the loggers back to work. The new road's being built and the King's work camp nearby. This place is worth a fortune! As soon as the trolls wander off, I agreed to guard this fool of a forest.
You dealt with the Spriggan matron, didn't you? Wish I could have helped. We'll wait around until the trolls leave. Without the influence of the matron, they won't stick around here for long. Then we can get back to business. I've had worse. If we had more time, I'd show you some of my more interesting scars. Anyway, thanks for helping us. Thorvald isn't a bad man. But like a lot of Nords, he's lost touch with the land. It's kind of sad if you think about it. When we lose our connection to the land, we forget the spirits that live there. I'm not just talking about ruins full of ghosts and Draugr. People forget that dark woods and ancient caves hold secrets. And forgetting such things can be dangerous. You dealt with the Spriggan matron, didn't you? Wish I could...
I made my way back here, on my own. No thanks to Boss Thorvald. I really need a warm bed in a nice, safe inn, and a good meal, and probably a new job. How does anyone wind up anywhere? I wanted to see the world. Everyone thinks that Bosmer just want to hide in trees and shoot bows and giggle like children. Well, some of us want more than that. Sorry, but I'm still a bit rattled by all this troll and Spriggan business. Anyway, I have a way with numbers, so Thorvald hired me as his clerk. Believe me, the last thing I wanted to do was dodge trolls in the forests of Skyrim. That, I'd rather not talk about. I made my way back here. Sorry, but I'm still a bit rattled by all this troll and Spriggan business. That, I'd...
Thorvald was right to bring me along. He never would have survived that troll attack without me. But I've never heard of trolls roaming around in such large numbers. This is all very strange, if you ask me.